Hey guys, Joel Frank here, market analyst for YouTrading, and today we're going to be looking at how to identify a technical structure or a technical pattern which I really like. They're called pennants. Okay, so we're going to start by looking at Bitcoin here. I've got it here, 4-hour candlesticks, and I'm going to show you a recent pennant formation that formed in Bitcoin and then broke out as you would expect. So to the downside, let me move that. To the downside, you've got the lower half of the pennant. Okay, that's offering support. To the upside, you've got the upper part of the pennant that was offering resistance. So you can see over the course, I mean, since mid-June, Bitcoin had been squeezing within this pennant formation, and then yesterday we had the breakout. We broke above 20k, pushed above 21k, and then technical momentum got going. And typically with pennants, what you see is when there's a breakout around here, traders then target previous highs that actually form the touch points of the pennant. So the first target was met. We're now seeing some consolidation, which makes sense because I'm recording this video just ahead of the US labor market report for June, which is very important macro data that could shift markets. But traders will be bearing in mind that the second target here, this high from the 15th of June, hasn't yet been hit. So, you know, all going well on the macro front, all going well with you know, bullish sentiment in crypto markets, and you could very likely see that Bitcoin does hit this target here in the well, near 23,000 to sort of complete that trade that you would expect from a pennant. Another example that I also liked recently was in the S&P 500. This is a CFD version of the S&P 500, but basically going back to the start of June, we had this run up and then we had this period of consolidation. Okay, and I'm going to draw up the pennant so that you guys can see, pretty much like that. I mean, arguably this support level here, just below 4,100, you could just say is an area of support, which would actually make this, instead of a pennant, it would make it a bit of a descending triangle. But anyway, you trade it in a very similar way. We had the bearish breakout, boom, went through all of the support, and then the target, which we eventually hit and even surpassed as the S&P 500 hit fresh annual lows, was all the way down here, 3,800. So these are pennant structures, guys. They can be very good in my opinion. Obviously they don't always work. Obviously you also need to be keeping an eye on the fundamentals. Is market sentiment, you know, bullish or bearish and moving in my favor? And more often than not, when you do get these consolidations within a pennant, then technicals and the fundamentals match up, you can then get an accelerated move like we see here in the S&P 500 and like we saw this week in Bitcoin. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.